I get asked a question often: where do we begin doing capture when our organization has never done capture before? And what I tell people is start small, right? So do not dive into the whole capture shebang. Start with opportunity qualification, right? So let me just kind of give you the context, right? So we have the whole BD lifecycle, and we have opportunity identification, where you identify opportunities for your pipeline, and then you need to qualify each opportunity. In other words, you need to look at it in great detail and figure out, okay, do we even have a chance to win? So essentially, before you dive in the whole bottom up capture, right? So the capture proper, you need to do the top down capture, and that's what the qualification actually is. So what do you actually do there? You need to gather facts about that opportunity. So all the basics, right? So who is the agency? What kind of competition is this? How many full-time equivalents this may be? Do you know the dollar value approximately? Is there an incumbent? And so on and so forth. There's a whole slew of facts you need to know about the opportunity. But the next question is this opportunity real? Is this opportunity real? A lot of the times what people have in their pipelines is a bunch of fluff, right? Well, where did you get it? You got it out of some sort of a paid database. As this, as the opportunity that's coming up, did you actually verify it with the customer? So you have to verify the opportunities with the customer to make sure they're real, they're funded, they're actually in their plan to issue. So what is their acquisition strategy and things like that. You also need to go ahead and figure out who is the customer, what do they want, what do they need, and by the customer I mean like their detailed org chart and the people who are going to be involved in this procurement. You also need to look at everything that's been published about this opportunity to figure out, okay, are there any hidden gotchas in the background, things that you should know about that would weigh into your decision. Your top-down win strategy. How would you win this? Do you even have a chance, right? Competitive analysis. They're an incumbent. Who are they? Are they in favor, right? Or at least superficially, right? We never know truly that the depth of that information, because we may hear from one person but not the other, the whole drill there. And but at least a little bit of information, right? So the obvious stuff right from the beginning, right? So like if the customers are competing early, they may be out of favor. So stuff like that. And are there any other really serious contenders who would be going after this opportunity, and what kind of competition would you have to face? The other aspect is, would you need a teaming partner? Would you go after this with a teaming partner and do a little bit better than without a teaming partner? And you would also look at the sort of very conceptual sort of initial solution. Do you have the capability to even deliver what the customer is asking for? So that sort of set of decisions would also kind of let you look at the parameters of that opportunity. Say, okay, are there some filters there that I would have to pass to qualify this, right? For example, I have my filters that are set for, hey, I only go for local opportunities. I don't want to be outside of my area. Or you look at the filters like this asks for certifications I don't actually have, right? Or essentially the qualifications I don't have, or the types of people or clearances I don't have. So essentially you have to take it through a series of filters, and once you take it through the series of filters, you then can make a good decision on whether it's qualified or not. And then you are in a position to go ahead and develop a set of action items that you can then follow. And you don't have to go through this big sort of formal capture process for most opportunities, because this sort of simple analysis gives you enough to go forward and position yourself for the proposal period, right? So after the RFP issuance, and arrive there in style. So you don't need to have a full-blown capture process to begin with. Then, after you're in the habit of doing those mini captures, and you're in the habit of qualifying opportunities really well, gathering that data at the initial stages, then you can dive into deeper analysis that usually are required for really large opportunities. So start small. If you would like to know more or get help with qualifications, please check us out at ostglobalsolutions.com. We are the BD capture and proposal experts.